Just get started. I'm going to spray this e.l.f. primer mist onto my sponge a little bit. I don't use it on my face anymore. I'm just going to kind of pounce this onto my face, and then I'll apply my primer that I'm going to use. This is the Mineral Face Primer. Fills in fine lines and creates a flawless finish, so I'm going to put that one on too. That's what it looks like. So I have a whole bunch of products here just sitting in front of me. I'm rather excited. This primer has a bit of like a little sheen to it, so it's fine. I'm gonna go back in with the primer mist one more time, spray my sponge just to kind of help distribute this primer. I did not realize how like pearly, it's very golden. Before I start with my foundation, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Daily Moisture Stick. It's not in this black packaging anymore. It's like an aqua kind of light blue color. It's the same thing though. I think the other one like has, yeah, this one. I like the other one has cucumber or something in it. Maybe there are two different ones. I don't know, but this is the one I have. As far as I can remember, what I believe it does just have a different package. Foundation I'm going to use today, I have been using this tinted moisturizer, SPF 30, SPF 20, and this is in the shade Porcelain. So I have been wearing this. It's like a daily kind of basis for me. I do actually like that. It's not too orange. I find that if you apply like a BB cream or a CC cream or tinted moisturizer or something, it doesn't oxidize, because they can actually be really prone to oxidizing just because of the way that, you know, they're formulated. So if you use like a sponge, then it will just feel like that primer is just like so sparkly. So I'm going to use the foundation serum with goji berry. This one has an SPF of 25. It up and then pump some here on the back of my hand. It's really runny, like it's thin consistency, so be careful wherever you apply it. And I feel like this is going to be a light coverage. Maybe I'll shake it up a bit more. Alright, so that is a very thin consistency, and it's kind of light even for me. So I'm just gonna kind of blend it down. I like that it has a lot of SPF in it, but we can kind of fix that. It's not exactly the lightest thing that ever, so. Alright, so I have two concealers from e.l.f. This is the high definition one, and then this is just like a spot concealer to Fair to Light. It's like a stick. So I'm actually going to use this on my face. I'm kind of nervous because it seems like it's kind of yellow. I don't know. So we're just going to apply some of this around the face a little bit and see what we can get. See how full coverage we can get with these products. Go here. Around the nose like always, and I will just kind of go here because I always get like really red right here for some reason. It's like that's where I show my emotion, is right there. And then I'll just kind of go down the nose, because the high definition one I just kind of want to use around the eyes. How well it blends out. I wouldn't recommend this one for under your eyes so much, because it's a cream, and cream under your eyes can tend to be a little bit more difficult because it can crease a lot easier. I mean, you can get away with it with some products, like my NYX one that I use like every day, but you just have to kind of test the consistency and see what works for you. So far I think this is gonna be okay. Just really blend it out because it can start to look thick in some areas because it's a cream. Alright, so let's go and move on to eyes, because I'm not going to conceal under my eyes quite yet. So let's just go and move on to there. So the e.l.f. has these palettes. They're like they're blush or contour or like powder. These ones. This is the golden bronzer. It's very pretty. It can be a nice highlight. Golden. And then this is the contour and blush. I almost broke one. And then I have this one. I need to use more often. This is like the tone correcting one in Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is like the $2 one. It's one I've used to use all the time. And I'm glad that I have one now because I can use it more often, you know, get back into it. One thing I would tell you to do with this is to kind of pump it, like not necessarily get air into it, but kind of like swish it around because it can get kind of thin. But I like that it is a bit thinner because it can really help just kind of. Today I have two Prisma ones. The Naked and then the Smoke. So that's eyes. I'm not sure how much I'm going to play with these ones today. But I have this palette, which we'll definitely use. And then I have the Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadows, which we should definitely play with today. But first I'm going to set it with the tone correcting powder, my lids, because it's like really great for that. Almost kind of helps, makes things a little bit more blurred up there. Just kind of swirl everything together. Have you guys tried this powder? It's actually really nice. This is probably my third one that I purchased because I've been through them so often. Okay. Oh, before we move on to the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and put some brows on and I will be right back. I'm just using the e.l.f. Natural Eyebrow Pencil in Natural Brown. I am going to take this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, and this is in Needed Nudes. But first I'm going to talk about this palette. I will, on the screen here, will tell me whether or not it's still available, but I am, like, this is an e.l.f. palette. Like, seriously. I don't understand, this was never really talked about, and I feel like it was just, like, there, and they never really promoted it, but it's so beautiful. Like, and I've used it a lot. It has really nice colors in it. They're creamy. I just don't understand. So if this is still available, I am going to link this down below, and also if it is, I will definitely do a video on this, because this is, I don't understand. This is like, I can't even explain it anymore. It doesn't have a name. It just has a number, like a lot number. So I'm not sure the story behind this palette, but it's like phenomenal. And it just looks so like sleek. It has a nice giant mirror. I mean, I don't understand the problem of where it went or how come it's not talked about or what's up, but we will talk about it if it is if it's available. So first I'm going to start out with, and I'm just going to take this shade right here, and we're going to put that all over the lid and kind of build it up into. The next color I'm going to take is this brown. It has a little bit of a gold sheen to it, but it's one of those things that doesn't transfer the gold sheen to it very, like, it's subtle. So I'm just going to take that, and look, that's like one dip. I'm going to tap some off here in the corner and just kind of put it here in the outer corner. Whoa, got a frog. So I'm just going to place it here and blend it over. I'm mostly focusing on the outer corner so we can kind of keep it a little less smoky. I'm just building up as we go. Doesn't even matter, like, you can have the most best eyeshadow ever, like pigment, smooth, great blending, but if it has a lot of pigment, it's still going to be really hard to blend. So you have to find a fine line of that, and I think that this one is doing a really good job of that. But this is looking good. What do you think? What do you think? So I will keep this out, but I'm going to go through these. These are the Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadows, and this one is this Soiree. It's like purple. Now we have Gala, and then we have Festivity, and we have Confetti. I'm thinking I want to take Confetti because I want to just go real bright and just bold for right now, and I'm just going to take it on like a flat, like this is the flattest eyeshadow brush ever, So take that. You can definitely use your finger, but I like to use a brush and so I can build it up to my own intensity that I like. And so I have some here, and oh, maybe I do need to take my finger. I think this one is dried out a little bit. It's so pretty. Looks like snow. So I'm thinking that this is dried out. So yeah, this one is dried out. It's like kind of flaking off my eye right now. So, and it's the one I've had the longest. I mean, that's just my bad. So the color I think I'm gonna take next is Festivity. Alright, so I'm thinking that these are all dried out. I mean, I've only had them for like a year. I mean, it is cream, so let's just try to make this one work, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's gonna. So, I think we will scrap these, because I think that they are all dried out. Every single one of them. Yeah, they're just really flaky. So the long-lasting lustrous eyeshadows are a flop. So what I'm gonna do is just wipe my eyelid nice and softly, and then I will go and fix this eye. Okay, so since I want to still use like a cream, this is with the Molten Liquid Shadow, and this is in the shade Molten Bronze, and I'm just going to place it on the outer corner, and then we'll do something else on the inner corner, because this is taking a turn for the different. Okay. So far, this isn't taking the turn that I really wanted it to do, so we're just gonna have to try to work with it. So I'm going to take the highlighting palette, the illuminating palette from e.l.f. A 4 little trio thing that I have. Not even a trio, I don't even know what I'm saying. What are you saying? So I'm gonna take the lightest shade, kind of like the white pearly one, and just place this here on the inner corner lid. Now I'm going to go back in with the Need It Nudes palette and kind of darken up the crease a bit. I'm just going to take the the brown that we were using before, and just blend more, make the crease a little bit darker. Go in and highlight the brow. I'm just going to mix these two shades together, the two lightest. One's like a matte and one's a shimmer, so just so we can have like a little contrast. Just kind of highlight the brow a bit. This palette kind of saved us. Really it did. So that is our eyes. It kind of took a turn for the crazy after those molten shadows all didn't work. So I'm just gonna actually put these in the trash right now. Clunk. And I'm gonna go ahead and line with the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen in coffee. I used to use these all the time. It was exclusively these eyeliners, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'm kind of really excited to revisit it, see what I really feel now, and after I've tried a lot more things. So alright, so this eyeliner is actually really, really good. It has a nice saturated tip. It's a felt tip, so if you don't like that, then maybe not, but it's so good for being the price that it is, because it dries it matte. I mean, maybe it's a semi-matte, but it's still really, 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 really good. As a matter of fact, when I was using this back years ago, 8 years ago, I used this on my wedding day because I actually loved it that much. So I'm gonna just kind of move a couple things to the side here so that I can get to the things that I need to use. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes now. Well, wait, no, let's put mascara on first. I'm jumping ahead. So I have the e.l.f. 3-in-1 Very Black Mascara. It has a nice tube. I'm excited. I'm interested in the brush that it is. Ooh, it's a spiky brush. Very spiky. Let's put it on. So that is a 1 coat on my lashes right now. This formula is very wet, like it's a thinner formula. It's so it's giving my lashes something, but it's not like giving it the greatest. It's not a thick full. I mean, it could be really good for like natural lashes if that's what you're going for. So like if you wanted to do a no makeup day and you just wanted some lashes that looked like something more, maybe this could be for that. But I don't know, it's not like the greatest, I would say, any one that I've tried, so, but it's not terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and conceal just using the high definition concealer. This concealer looks very gray. I feel like they could have definitely gone lighter in these shades. I'm just gonna go lightly because I'm thinking that this is not gonna be my greatest match. So did pretty good with concealing. Now that I've been looking at my face a little bit, that cream concealer is like so thick. Even in the places that I like consciously So I'm just gonna go ahead and set under my eyes with the tone correcting powder. And I will set the rest of my face with my e.l.f. finishing powder that you already know that I love because I've hit pan on it. So I'm gonna take my bronzer palette from e.l.f. and it's like the lightest shade up here. Then I'm gonna use that to contour a bit. So for blush right now, I'm going to take from one of these blush palettes. Mine I have kind of switched around because in some of them, like these are all like red terracotta shades and these are all like pinks, but I kind of switched them around because I think you can definitely switch them out. Like it's cool now that I have all these things, I can switch them. Let's see if I can pop one out without breaking anything. So this one came out. It's really easy to get them in and out. You pretty much have to push the bottom. So I could switch these all out and make my own little palette of stuff that I like. But for right now, I'm just gonna go in with the pink shades and go in with this one right here in the corner. Ooh, that's pink. The foundation, I don't know if it's like the foundation, like a combination of things, but it kind of feels like you can see a lot of my texture. And I don't normally have texture like really bad with texture, so it's kind of like weirding me out. So for highlight, I'm kind of don't know which direction to go. I kind of really want to go this direction because it's so crazy fun. It's the highlighter in Blue Lagoon Duo, and I think I'm kind of want to go this way regardless. I just can't. I love some fun highlighter. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not saying if you are it's a bad thing, but I'm just gonna go in and dip into both of these and really kind of put some on the cheeks, especially because I'm not going anywhere today and I can just really be fun. But even if I was going somewhere, I would still wear something like this. I love fun highlight. It's always funny because every time I get done filming a video, my kids are like, "Okay, I know you're done. Wake up. We're ready to wake up now." So because we have that bright highlighter on and our eyes are kind of neutral already, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. matte lip in natural. My matte lipstick, like the stick. I don't know how to exclaim it. I don't know how to talk. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. I wish I had like an e.l.f. gloss. I don't. Maybe we'll just take like this liquid highlighter and put a little bit in the center. All right, so that is everything. One quick thing I do want to mention, if I can find this, also I want to link it. It's really, it's the eye transformer. It's like eyeshadows, but they're like pastel, but also really great as a highlighter. Come on. So I love these. I still use them to this day. They are slowly getting down to the little bit, but I love that. So if I can find that as well, I will link that down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. If you like e.l.f. just as much as me, hang around. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.